Welcome to Dr. Maths Tutorials. For today's video, we are going to tackle equivalent resistance for an unbalanced Wheatstone bridge. So let's take an example of this question. Calculate the equivalent resistance for the circuit below. So here is the circuit. Here we have the voltage source. Then here we have kind like Wheatstone bridge. Here is 30 ohms, 60 ohms, 90 ohms, 75 ohms, and 15 ohms. You are asked to find the equivalent resistance of these circuits. So to solve this, let's start with this upper loop here. Let's start with this upper loop, solve it, then we introduce this remaining two. So starting with the upper loop, we have here to be 30 ohms, then we have 90 ohms running this way, then we have 60 ohms running this way. So here is 30 ohms, 90 ohms, then 60 ohms. So let's name this node to be R1, then this side we have R2, then this other side we have R3. So let's start by solving R1. So for R1, we do this. You take this one times this. So you take 30 times 60 over the total addition, sum of this, all this. So you take 30 times 60, 30 times 60 over sum of all this. So we have 90 plus 30 plus 60. 90 plus 30 plus 60. So that's give us 30 times 60, that's give us 1800 all over 90 plus 30 plus 60 gives us 180. If you solve this, you will have, if you solve this, we will have there 10 ohms. So for R1 we have 10 ohms. Now let's move to R2. So R2, you do the same, 60 times 90 over total sum. So you take 60 times 90 over total sum. You add all that, we have 90 plus 60 plus 30. So 60 times 90, that gives us 5,400 over 90 plus 30 plus 90 plus 60 plus 30 still give us 180. So 5,400 divided by 180, you can use your calculator. 5,400 divided by 180, that gives you 30 ohms. So R2 we have 30 ohms. Now let's move to R3. Now we are in R3. So for R3 we also do the same. You take this one times this one, the way they alternate, 30 times 90 over the total sum. So we have 30 times 90 over total sum. You add all that, you have 90 plus 60 plus 30. 90 times 30 times 90, that will give us 2700 all over 90 plus 60 plus 30, that gives us 180. So 2700 divided by 180, that gives us 15 ohms. So we have finished solving the upper loop. Now we represent the upper loop and join it with the remaining two. So let's do this. R1 is at the top and it is 10 ohms. So you draw for R1. So R1, it is at the top and it is 10 ohms. Then R2 is on the other side. So you draw R2. R2 is in this side. Now R2 is 30 ohms. Then R3 is on this other side. So we have R3 on this side to be 15 ohms. Now after that we introduce the remaining two. So this 75 is on this side, so 75 ohms is on this side. Then this one we have 15 ohms. So here is 75 ohms, then here is 15 ohms. Okay, now as you can see, 30 ohms and 15 ohms are in series, and again 15 ohms and 75 are in series. So if resistors are in series, we just add them directly. So let's have a new diagram. So 10 ohm is still at the top. Then we have the results for these ones on this side. Then the results for this one and this one on this side. So here, there is our diagram. So if they are in series like they are now, we just add them. 30 plus 15 gives us 45 ohms. Then this other side we have 15 plus 75 give us 90 ohms. So, and remember here is 10 ohms. Now that's our new circuit. So from here you can see 90 and 45 are in parallel, and results of this are in series with 10. So let's calculate the resistance here. 90 and 45 are in parallel. So for parallel circuit, we take 1 over 90 plus 1 over 45. Then you find the reciprocal of the answer. So for reciprocal, you can say raised to power negative 1. Still the same thing. 1 over 90 plus 1 over 45 gives you 1 over 90 plus 1 over 45 gives you 1 over 30. 1 over 30. So reciprocal of 1 over 30 gives you 30 ohms. So results for this and this is 30 ohms. So we result with, here we have 10 ohms. Now this 10 ohms is in series with the results here. So it is in series with 30 ohms. Now 10 and 30 are in series. We just simply add them. So our final result is 40 ohms. So this is the equivalent resistance for this circuit. So this is the R total equivalent resistance for the whole circuit. So thank you for watching. If you find value in this video, remember to subscribe, like, and ring the bell so that you will be notified whenever I post a new video.